Hello, welcome to Lady Lovestead Reads and day 9 of the 12 Days of Bookmas here at the Lovestead. My name is Jessica and today I'll be sharing with you some horror recommendations that I read in 2025. These books are not necessarily new releases. They are just horror novels that I read in the year 2025 and that I liked enough to recommend. So any of these books that I talk about in these recommendation videos, I gave 3 stars or higher. I'm also being careful not to double up any books in the Bookmas videos. So I talk about each book in only one Bookmas video. And there are many that could probably overlap multiple times on these lists. But I'm trying to not do that so that you get a wider range of options. I have 4 horror books to talk to you about today. So let's dive right in. The first is actually a trilogy and it's the middle grade. It's 13s by Kate Alice Marshall. So this is about 3 kids that become good friends, and in the town where they live, every year 3 13-year-olds go missing. And so they're trying to figure out why this happens, and along the way a lot of scary things happen. It's very creepy. And something that I love about this is it is a middle grade where they're solving a lot of puzzles. So I love a middle grade where the kiddos are trying to solve puzzles, like Winter House by Ben Gooderson, Puzzle Heart by Jen Lyons, even Nevermore by Jessica Townsend has some like puzzles in it. So I really enjoyed that trilogy. I thought that each book in the trilogy was solid and a fun time. If you like middle grade horror, you might enjoy it. The second one's also a middle grade, and it is The Pumpkin Princess and the Forever Knight by Stephen Banbury. And this is one that takes place in kind of a fantasy realm. So there's this orphan, and she is adopted by the Pumpkin King, who is this, he's got a human body and a jack-o'-lantern head. So he's the Pumpkin King, and he adopts her to be his pumpkin princess and like take over his farm. And so she's in this different realm. And what happens is someone has stolen the sun, so it's the Forever Knight, and that really affects some of the magical creatures in this world. So she tries to figure out who has stolen the sun and why. And this is book 1 in a series that is still being written. None of the other books in the series have come out yet, so it's a newer book. And I loved it so much. I loved the setting. I loved the characters. I wouldn't say that this one is super like scary, but it's just like a fun time. It's like cozy horror, if there is such a thing. The next 2 are actually young adult. I did not have a single adult horror that I read this year that made this list. I think in part because I just didn't read a lot of adult horror, which is a tragedy. Don't Let the Forest End by C.G. Drews. This is one of my top books of the year. So this is about 2 young boys who are at a boarding school. One of them writes stories and the other one draws pictures. And they find out that the stories the one guy writes are coming to life in the forest outside the school. It's either the stories are coming to life or the drawings are. I might be getting that confused. Either way, it's so good. It's so creepy. It's got a lot of like natural horror of like nature reclaiming society, like that kind of horror, a lot of nature-based horror. It's got a lot of kind of gothic vibes to it. And there's a really sweet love story, and one of the characters is asexual, really good asexual representation, really good mental health representation in this as well. It deals with grief, anxiety, panic attacks. It has you questioning in here at one point, like what is actually going on and what is true and what isn't, because there's some major twists. Loved it. It was so good, and it's definitely one of my top books of the year. And then last, another YA, The Invocations by Krystal Sutherland. This is kind of similar to Don't Let the Forest in terms of like the vibe, the style. So it's also very gothic in nature. It has a lot of like nature horror elements in it. But this is about young women who are witches, and they have like marks on them that indicate what their power is, essentially. And there's the serial killer that's going around stealing witches' marks and, in essence, stealing their power. So it's from the point of view of 3 different young women, and they're trying to figure out who this serial killer is. And they like combine forces, and there's also a little romance, and there's some body gore in this, there's some psychological horror in this, a lot of themes around feminism and witch hunts and witch trials and things like that, violence against women. Those are some major themes. It was really, really good. Oh, I want to reread it now just thinking about it. I think because it's been a while since I've read either of those YAs, but they were so good. So that's what I have for horror this year. Hopefully I'll do better next year and have some adult recommendations that I can share with you as well. Leave me some recommendations in the comments down below. What were some of your favorite horror novels in the year 2025? Based on what I've described here, is there anything that you would recommend that you think I would like? And of this list, I think the favorite one is probably Don't Let the Forest In. It's a real close tie between Don't Let the Forest and the Invocations, but Don't Let the Forest In just sneaks by to win for my best horror of the year. So for the emoji, if you just want to let me know that you're here, go ahead and leave me any kind of tree emoji. If you're enjoying my content, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. We've got like several more days of Bookmas to come. If you're feeling really at home here, feel free to join the Discord. It's linked in the description box. And until next time, make sure that you continue to read good books, drink good coffee, take care of yourselves and each other. Bye!